I don't know. I mean, honestly, I even scratch my head and go, how did I get here without getting married?
Well, you almost did.
I almost did 3 times. I was engaged 3 times, Howard. 3 times.
Sheryl Crow has built a career marked by Grammy-winning hits, resilience, and a fierce dedication to her craft. Yet, despite her many successes, one aspect of her life has sparked continued curiosity: her decision to remain unmarried. Now in her 60s, Crow has often reflected on this choice, which has led her through meaningful relationships and profound personal growth without ever tying the knot. Early life and career beginnings. Born in Kennett, Missouri in 1962, Sheryl Crow grew up in a close-knit family that encouraged her to follow her passions. Her parents, both musically inclined, gave Crow her first taste of performing, fostering her love for music. She was inspired by the small-town warmth of Kennett and credits her family with helping her stay grounded despite the intense fame that later followed. She attended the University of Missouri, pursuing a degree in music education, initially planning on a career as a teacher. After college, Crow worked as a music teacher in an elementary school. However, the calling to pursue music full-time became too strong to ignore, and she soon moved to LA to follow her dreams. Starting as a backup vocalist, Crow's big break came when she was hired to tour with Michael Jackson as a singer during his Bad tour. The job was both a thrill and an eye-opener, showing her the complexities of fame and life on the road. Though she found success, Crow was exposed to the challenges of the music industry, learning quickly it would take grit and resilience to make it on her own. Quote, "I learned early on that I would need to depend on myself, not anyone else, to make things happen," she said. This determination set the tone for both her career and personal life. Rise to fame. Crow's first album, Tuesday Night Music Club, released in 1993, became an instant hit. Songs like All I Wanna Do and Strong Enough became anthems of the 90s, and her success solidified her position as one of music's most influential artists. She quickly followed up with more hits and Grammy Awards, including albums like Sheryl Crow and The Globe Sessions, which displayed her unique mix of folk, rock, and pop. As her fame grew, so did her resolve to remain true to herself, a theme that began to define her public persona and personal relationships. Music brought Crow immense fulfillment, but it also required a significant personal sacrifice. The demands of her career made it challenging to sustain a long-term relationship, a reality she's often acknowledged. For Crow, music wasn't just a career, it was her identity, her creative outlet, and a source of stability. High-profile relationships. Over the years, Sheryl's love life has been as much a subject of public interest as her music. She's been linked with several prominent figures, and each relationship brought new insights and growth, even if it didn't end in marriage. In the late 90s, she dated Eric Clapton, an artist she had long admired. Though their romance was brief, it was widely publicized, and rumors circulated that Crow's song, My Favorite Mistake, was inspired by Clapton. While she's never confirmed the identity of the song's subject, Crow's music often reflects heartbreak and resilience, themes that echoed her brief but impactful relationship with the guitar legend. Following her time with Clapton, Crow met actor Owen Wilson on the set of The Minus Man, in which she had a supporting role. Their relationship lasted 2 years, and Crow has spoken warmly of Wilson, noting that he was a grounding presence during a transformative time in her life. She even dedicated her song Safe and Sound to him, a song that reflected her gratitude for his support and friendship. Though they eventually parted ways, the relationship served as a reminder that love could be joyful, even when it wasn't meant to last. One of her most publicized relationships was with cyclist Lance Armstrong. Crow and Armstrong began dating in 2003, and their relationship quickly became serious, leading to an engagement in 2005. But the couple broke off the engagement in early 2006. Armstrong later shared that their differing views on family and future planning contributed to the breakup. Crow, who had always envisioned having children, found it difficult to reconcile her dreams of motherhood with Armstrong's reluctance to expand his family. Reflecting on the split, Crow said, quote, "It was hard for me to leave that relationship because it was hard to let go of that dream." Despite their love, Crow realized that her desire for children and family was too strong to compromise, and this relationship helped her further clarify what she truly wanted in life. Other notable relationships.
There's one thing about a woman and the biological clock. You know, we get blamed a lot for the demises of relationships. And I remember my last relationship crumbling largely because that is what I wanted. I didn't want to be somebody's girlfriend and raise their kids. I didn't want to be a stepmom and not be made a wife and a mom.
Crow also had a brief relationship with actor Josh Charles, best known for his role in The Good Wife. The two were spotted together at several events, including the 2003 Grammy Awards, but ultimately the relationship fizzled out. Crow found dating within the entertainment industry both a blessing and a curse. While it provided her with partners who understood the pressures of fame, it also underscored how difficult it was to maintain a private life in the public eye. She later dated musician Doyle Bramhall II, a talented guitarist and producer. Their relationship blossomed while they were working together on her album 100 Miles from Memphis. Although they eventually went their separate ways, Crow's romance with Bramhall reinforced her commitment to remaining true to her passions. Reflections on marriage, relationships, and personal fulfillment. Sheryl's relationships have brought joy, love, and heartbreak, but they've also taught her valuable lessons about independence and self-worth. Though she's been engaged 3 times, she ultimately chose not to marry. Crow has expressed her belief that marriage is not something to be entered into lightly, and she acknowledges the unique challenges of balancing 2 high-powered careers. Quote, "I've always believed marriage isn't something you should enter into unless you're sure," she shared. In recent interviews, she's expressed gratitude for her decision to stay single. "I'm grateful I didn't get married," she said. Crow's refusal to conform to societal expectations has been a recurring theme in her life, and she's remained steadfast in her belief that marriage isn't the only path to happiness. Her independence has become a source of strength and fulfillment, offering her the freedom to live authentically and make choices that align with her values.
I was laughing because I am very close to Ralph Lauren. I love him very much. And it's Fashion Week, and I'm not going to get to go see any of the shows, and I would love to go to his, but I still have the sketches.
Motherhood. In 2007, she took a major step forward in fulfilling her dream of becoming a mother by adopting her first son, Wyatt. 3 years later, she adopted her second son, Levi. Becoming a mother marked a turning point in her life, bringing her a sense of purpose that she hadn't known before. Crow often describes motherhood as the most fulfilling aspect of her life, and she's devoted to raising her sons with a sense of stability and love. The decision to adopt as a single mother wasn't one she took lightly. She acknowledged the challenges of raising 2 boys alone while managing a demanding career, but she also embraced the opportunity to create a family on her own terms. Health challenges and personal resilience.
I think the one thing that did keep me from going back was my cancer diagnosis. And it was like, okay, stop, look at this. Anything that you bring into your life, into your physical body or the body of your spirit that does not serve, is detrimental to health.
In 2006, shortly after her breakup with Lance Armstrong, Crow received a breast cancer diagnosis. She underwent surgery and radiation treatment, a period she describes as life-altering. Later, in 2011, she was diagnosed with a benign brain tumor. While it did not require immediate treatment, the discovery served as a reminder of life's unpredictability. In interviews, she's spoken about how these experiences strengthened her resolve to live life on her terms. Quote, "You realize life is precious, and you can't spend it doing things that don't bring you joy." Her health struggles reinforced her commitment to creating a life filled with meaning, one where she could focus on her children, her music, and her personal growth without the complications of marriage. Current life and perspectives. At 60, Sheryl Crow is a picture of contentment and fulfillment. Her days are spent balancing motherhood, music, and the joys of everyday life. She continues to release music and perform, staying true to her passion while making time for her sons and the life she's built for them. Crow's story is one of resilience, independence, and the courage to defy societal expectations. "I'm happy, my kids are happy, and that's all I need," she said recently, a sentiment that encapsulates her journey towards self-discovery and personal satisfaction. Now it's time to hear from you. Are you surprised Sheryl's never been married? Let us know in the comments section below.